Partia në pushtet përfitoi nga përdorimi i burimeve administrative gjatë fushatës, duke krijuar kështu një avantazh të padrejtë për ata në pushtet. Pati gjithashtu edhe disa raste pretendimesh për presione ndaj zgjedhësve, sidomos në punësve të administratës publike. Përveç kësaj, legjislacioni abuzimin i pronësisë së medias minoi pluralizmin e burimeve informative, krijoi autocensurë mes gazetarëve dhe dy partitë kryesore ishin ato që dominuan burimin e lajmeve gjithashtu edhe një mungesë autoritetit për të monitoruar fushatën zgjedhore online.
Frequent lack of adherence to procedures, and it was marked by a number of incidents of intimidation and inducement of voters and some procedure and transparency shortcomings in the vote count. These are our headlines. Let me now talk about some additional findings and conclusions. The legal framework provides an adequate basis for the conduct of democratic elections, despite the persistent need for comprehensive electoral reform through inclusive public consultations. Noted shortcomings and ambiguities reduce its clarity and create uncertainty in its implementation in both letter and spirit. This means that compliance with the letter of the law does not exclude misuse violating its spirit. Shortly before election day, after waiving of a large number of state fines already decided in autumn 2024, as well as the implementation close to the elections of a decision on social benefits that had also been adopted already last year. When looking at these issues, let me underline, it is good to have a legal framework in place and institutional capacity that enable well-run elections, but voters were not given a chance to hear a genuine exchange of political ideas. The campaign having been focused on hostile and personal attacks, especially by leaders of the two main parties, rather than on solution-based debate, deepened public distrust in politics. The country deserves honest and constructive politics, not just on election day, but every day. The people of Albania made election day a largely calm and successful event, and the dedicated poll station workers performed well in about 95% of the stations observed. But there is also substantial room for improvement, especially where our observers assessed voting as bad or very bad. A female politician myself for about 3 years, I am very well aware of structural barriers to political participation of women. This is the situation we have noted in Albania. Women's participation has grown in recent years, yet their advancement remains constrained by entrenched structural barriers, particularly weak internal party democracy and limited access to funding. The Special Structure Against Corruption and Organized Crime, SPOC, played a positive role in investigating electoral corruption, as well as the new coordination mechanism between SPOC, the CSE, and the General Prosecutor's Office enabled better information sharing, but it was seen as having a possible deterrent effect. In conclusion, let me reassure you that on our side, we stand ready to continue to work closely with the incoming Parliament, as well as with all the political forces and the stakeholders for the best interest of the people of Albania. I will now hand over the floor to my colleagues for them to convey their important contributions and to complete the picture of our joint observation exercise.